How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, as always, Hicksydust, here returning to the Madden franchise. If you saw my most recent video, you see that I will be trying to close out some of the series that I may have started, and I figured after watching the abysmal Giants play in real life, that I would come back and finish out our season here with just a couple games left. I figured we would take out the frustration from the Giants playing in real life. My God, that was horrible this season. And we would come back, and it looks like we are going to take our frustrations out on the Denver Broncos, as this is where I was left off. So, if you guys are actually interested in watching the Giants win a game, this is the place for you.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Denver Broncos taking on the New York Giants.
We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you'd call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no time.
I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now a play fake here on first down. And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play, picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
New York.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it, and he will get in to make it 8-0.
It is successful and makes
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick them. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here is Slayton.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
On the coverage.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Graham Gano set to
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. One carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's good.
For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 6 catches, 62 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Lock working out of the gun. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. O'Shane Zimenez coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So on comes the Giant offense as they'll try for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'd be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions. And now they're up 24-0, so essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, no escape from Locke, and he'll go down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Locke. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, he'll take that.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And Denver getting set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Locke. That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A 24-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Locke to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Locke again. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. KJ Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has not been on his A game, but his team has really picked him up. I think he probably now, second quarter, he's thinking, all right, he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
And, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Lock's pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the...
And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Giants.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down inside 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, as the first half is winding down, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. So we've come to halftime after an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Returning it, John Ross. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
To Tyler Eifert.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through.
Is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
34. Broncos 7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver.
At the 37.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And some space here. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down,
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. No, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw it is Locke, and he's going to go down again. O'Shane Ximines picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lock now on 3rd and goal. This is the tight end Fant. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Lock gonna go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They'll go to Barkley again. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pick up on the play. 1st down, New York.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Jamal Sheard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Clear the ball carrier.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run. But it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
To Taylor Gabriel.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
He's tackled at the 20.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Block now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A 7-yard pick.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. That was quite a blowout against the Broncos. I mean, I know I said that we were going to vent our frustrations, but this turned into a straight-out pummeling, a bullying of the Denver Broncos, if you will. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all Hicksydust content, guys. Keep your eyes out for the next game, and enjoy the rest of your day.